Hey guys, I'm Brody Hollister. The book I read is Allies by Alan Gratz. Just kind of getting into the book a little bit. Allies is a story. It's based on D-Day, or June 6, 1944, one of the most important events in the war and in history in general. It tells a story of the invasion through multiple perspectives, from a kid, D, who's actually storming the beach, a French-Algerian girl named Samira, who's helping the resistance during this time period, a paratrooper named James, and a medic named Henry as well. Their stories all connect to show you how ordinary people working together can achieve so much more. Honestly, it's a little bit fast-paced. There's a lot of emotion within the book, and it kind of harps on sacrifice, courage, and teamwork. But let's just kind of get into it here. Like, Alan Gratz's main message within this story is that real courage is stronger when shared. People are at their best when they kind of work together and unite for something bigger than just themselves. One of the quotes from the book, kind of on page 66 here, a little bit early on, this is from D's perspective, and it reads, D didn't think he could move another inch, but then he looked to his right and saw another soldier crawling forward through the sand, and then another to his left. If they could keep going, so could he. This quote might seem simple, but I honestly think it's so much stronger than that. It just kind of shows that courage isn't about being fearless necessarily. It's about finding strength in others around you. And it kind of harps on the point how courage is stronger when it's shared. Another quote that kind of resembles this same thing later on in the book, on page 165, Samira says, even the smallest act of courage mattered. When everyone did something brave, no matter how small, it added up to something impossible. This quote kind of proves that even small actions can make a huge difference or an impact when everyone is working together. Again, just kind of tying into how courage is at its strongest when people unite. Taking a look here, this is the movie poster that I made. You see Allies at the top, and in the center here, I kind of drew a big World War II helmet, and underneath of it is the theme of it. It reads, courage is strongest when it is shared. I chose the World War II helmet, not only because this is what the soldiers would wear when they were actually storming the beach at Normandy, but it also just kind of stands for protection and unity, and how everybody was working for something bigger besides themselves. So I really thought that the helmet was a great representation of the theme of the book, obviously. And underneath here, you can just kind of see a little extra starring some of the main characters here, and directed by Alan Gratz. Nothing too special there. And the object I chose that kind of represents this theme is a strand of Christmas lights here. The reason I chose this is, if you look closely, you can kind of see what it looks like, and you see how the strands are kind of intertwined, which makes it so special because the actual strand itself relies on that. And it's so much stronger because they're twisted together, which in a way is exactly how the Allies won this war, by working together for something bigger than just themselves. And as a group, they combined to do something almost impossible in a sense. It's a symbol of kind of unity and shared strength. Why I chose this book, Allies, honestly, had all to do with the author, Alan Gratz. Back in 5th grade, my teacher picked it up and read Refugee to me. And from that point on, I honestly have not wanted to read any other author. Anytime I've gotten to chose a book by myself, it's been a book by him, and it really just keeps me invested the whole time. And just kind of something like how this book impacted me. It taught me that courage isn't necessarily about fighting. It's about teamwork and standing up for others around you. And it kind of makes me want to be braver and support the people around me, even in small ways, whether that be getting water for a teammate, or even like just tying somebody's shoelaces. This book kind of shows me how small things can go a long way. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Allies by Alan Gratz. I would definitely recommend it. Thank you.